points to be noted, my lords. And I think in this point I am too late, but still, here we can state the points to be noted, my lords. Okay. Salam Habibi, how are you? I hope you are fine. It is me, Michaela Santa. I am here with you. Accordance with titles, yes, today we are roasting Divija Bhasin in the topic of the gentle parenting versus bad parentings. And now, here we can see, 2 days earlier, I have seen a shorts from YouTube Israel where Divija Bhasin said that parents should take care of the children with the love and with the empathy without any hurting, without any tortures. Well, here is the points of Divija Bhasin. And Divija Bhasin contains some misconceptions about gentle parenting versus bad parenting. And here I would show you that what is the real definition of gentle parenting and what is the real definitions of bad parenting. Okay, let's check it at the moment. Well, it is 2 days earlier. Here, screenshot show 6 hours. Okay, and now it is the Dibija Basin points, and here I have a screenshot from YouTube Israel. Okay. Well, now here we can see here script is written there into something called gentle parentings. Well, modern parents are into something called gentle parentings. Okay. Okay. Now here, Deepika Basin's point is, so are you telling me you would hit your 6 years old kid because they did not get a plus in math test? Then you clearly did not turn out fine. You think violence is a good way to deal with problems? Well, now here, when I contemplate problems here, uh, Divija Basin says that it is not okay to hit 6-year-old kids just to contains a reason that kid did not get A plus in math test. I mean math exam. Okay. Now 6-year-old kids did not get a math test. I mean 6-year-old kids did not get A plus in math test. But still, the 6-year-old kids should not get hit according with the statement of Divija Basins. Okay. Now here I would mention that what is the questions about the points. Well, now here we can see here is my stories points here. Father Galgado's daughters got 68 marks in exam in class 1 mathematics. Here math question was to solve the value of x where square root of 5 to the power bracket of 6 to the power square root x, enter bracket, get close. Sum by square root of bracket of negative 1 multiplied by positive 5 to the power bracket of 6 to the power square root x, enter bracket close, equal to 7 to the power bracket of 8 to the power 9 bracket close. And here is the points we can see. Okay, now here we could notify at the points. Well, and now here we can see these moments. Here I would mention that what is the definitions of uh, um, gentle parenting versus what is the definition of bad parenting. Okay. Now here in math exams, here a question is simple. What is the value of x where square root of 5 to the power 6 to the power uh, square root x, enter sum by square root of bracket of negative 1 multiplied by positive 5 to the power 6 to the power square root x, enter bracket close, equal to 7 to the power 8 to the power 9. It is the symbol of the questions, and it is okay in class 1 maths. Well, I would say it would be the first standards mathematics, but accordance with the standard of Divija Bhasin's here, class 1 is the better word. Okay, and now let's check at the moments. Here we can say what is gentle parenting. When a kid to be a son or daughters of parents is not uh, answering the simple questions I have mentioned and get a well treatment from fathers and both of father and mothers, that is gentle parenting, because it is the questions I have mentioned is one of the easiest questions in United States first standards mathematics. I mean class 1 mathematics. And that is the points to be noticed. On the other hand, if the 6 years age kid could answer the mathematical questions I have mentioned, here mathematical both of father and mother, I mean both of parents would treat the kids like the lovely kids. They would show the kids some entertainment movies. They would contain some entertainment movements. That is a gentle parenting. On the other hand, what is bad parenting? The definition of bad parenting is that the parenting systems where daughters would treat like a princess. It does not matter if daughter could not answer the easiest mathematical questions of class 1 when daughter's age is 6 years. Still, daughter gets a princess statements. That is the bad parenting. Okay, but here Divija Bhasin did not know that what is the definitions of gentle parenting, as we can see. Here I would show that what is how it really works. Okay, now here we can see these moments. Well, now here we can see, let's check it. Well, it is the process of solutions. Here expectation is that points. First line is square root of 5 to the power 6 to the power square root x, Enter sum by square root of bracket of negative 1 multiplied by positive 5 to the power 6 to the power square root x, bracket it close, enter bracket close, equal to 7 to the power 8 to the power 9. And here the second line is clear. We can say square root of 5 to the power 6 to the power square root x, enter multiple by bracket of 1 sum by imaginary number bracket close, equal to 7 to the power 8 to the power 9. And here we can see the third, let's check the third question lines. Here third line is that a square root of 5 to the power 6 to the power square root x, enter equal to bracket of 7 to the power 8 to the power 9 bracket close, enter divided by bracket of 1 sum by imaginary number bracket close. Now let's check the fourth lines. Well, both sides of equations we contains logarithms, and here we could find ln 5 enter multiple by 6 to the power square root x divided by 2 equal to here ln of 7 to the power 8 to the power 9 enter subtract by ln of bracket of 1 sum by imaginary number bracket close. Okay, now here we can see these moments. What is 6 to the power square root x? That is 2 multiplied by ln of 7 to the power 8 to the power 9 subtract by 2 multiplied by ln of bracket of 1 sum by imaginary number bracket close, enter divided by ln 5. Okay, now let's contains the logarithm numbers system, that is here ln 6 multiple by enter multiple by square root x. Here we can see where we can see these points, that is ln of bracket of 2 multiple by bracket of ln of 7 to the power 8 to the power 9 subtract by ln of bracket of 1 sum by imaginary number enter bracket close whose subtract by ln of 5. And here we contains both side squares, and we contains the value of x. And here we can see what is the value of x. Triple bracket of ln of double bracket of 2 multiplied by double bracket of ln of 7 to the power 8 to the power 9 triple bracket close subtract by ln of bracket of 1 sum by imaginary number enter bracket close subtract by ln of 5 triple bracket close divided by ln 6 enter square is the value of x. Someone said hi, salams. Okay, and here we can see that is the points, it is the way, that is here the simple number. Okay, here we further expect the answer from our daughters. But let's take it. What is the realities? Solution of as a reality is that I cannot solve the maths. Dear teacher, do it yourself. Okay. How rude is students? Okay. Now let's check it. It is the circumstance of the points. Well, now let's check it the moments. Here we could see. Well, now here let's check it. What is good parenting? What is gentle parenting definitions? In this circumstance, gentle parenting is you can hit a 6 year age son just because 6 year age son could not get A plus in math exam. Okay. Now when our child would be in the 6 years age, here 6 years age child, here we can see when she cannot get A plus in math exam, it means that she contains no clarifications about math, or she does not want to study in the simple mathematics at the points. In this circumstance, here we can see what is the definitions of gentle parenting. The definitions of gentle parenting is I can beat my 6 years old son or 6 year old daughters with the plastic sword, I mean bamboo stick with the angular velocity of 7 billion 800 million degree per second. Yes, that is the gentle definitions of gentle parenting. Because in these levels of parenting, students would understand that how our sons or daughters would understand that what is wrong and what is right. Okay. Now here we can see these points. It does not matter in the ninth standards. Our sons or daughters can be arts students, or our son or daughter can be a commerce students. It does not matter. But if our son or daughter cannot get A plus in mathematical exam, where they are their age is 6 years, it means that in arts streams they would not be analytical, because here they would 6 years age math subject is just a basic level for the kid to be analytical. But if well, 80% A plus means the 80% marks. If our son or daughter could not get 100% in math exams of 6 year age, that means he cannot be analytical in even art stream. In art stream, here we can say law, civics, and geographies is matters. In this month, here in geography and civics, you have to be analytical. But if you cannot contest 100% marks in math exams when you are a class 6 age kids, then you cannot be analytical. In this point, when beating kids with 7 billion 800 million degree per second angular velocity of bamboo stick is not gentle parenting, then what is the definition of gentle parenting? I would want to get informed. Okay? Someone said hi. Okay. Salam. How are you? And now here I can explain that how is this the gentle parenting with the basic physics. Here I would show you. Okay. And now here is the momentums that we could see. Just wait for some momentum. Yes, at we. First of all, Here we can show that moments. Plastic sword fight. Here plastic sword weight is 0.5 kilograms. Velocity is 270,000 kilometer per second. Now let's check it. What is the statistic energy? That is 4.5 multiplied by 10 to the power 16. How can I calculate the statistic energy? It is simple. Here, what is velocity of light? That is 3 multiplied by 10 to the power 8 meter per second. And what is the velocity of light square? That is 9 multiplied by 10 to the power 16. Okay, the calculations of 9 multiplied by 10 to the power 16 multiplied by 0.5 is 4.5 multiplied by 10 to the power 16. Okay, now here we can see what is the kinetic energies. Okay, now here we can show that how can I calculate the kinetic energies. First of all, we have to calculate what is the lambda subtract by 1. Okay, now here we can see we know that velocity divided by velocity of light is 27 divided by 30, that is 9 divided by 10. And what is v square divided by c square? That is 0.81. Hence here lambda subtract by 1 is almost 1.2942. Let's check it. What is kinetic energies? That is static energies multiplied by bracket of lambda subtract by 1 bracket close. Okay. Now why is the calculations? That is 4.5 multiplied by 10 to the power 16 enter multiplied by 1.2942. And hence we can calculate the kinetic energy as a 5.8239 multiplied by 10 to the power 16. And here we can see these moments. And now, well. And now here we can see plastic sword length is 2 meters. Now here we can see angular velocity is here 13.5 multiplied by 10 to the power 7 radius per second. Okay, and how we can calculate? That is 7,734,912,000 degree per second. Okay, it is a gentle parenting in the circumstances when Father Galgadot's daughter could not solve the answer of the questions where value of x is from square root of 5 to the power 6 to the power square root x. Enter sum by square root of bracket of negative 1 multiplied by 5 to the power 6 to the power square root x. Enter bracket close equal to 7 to the power 8 to the power 9. Okay, and that is the in these points it is the definitions of gentle parenting. And now I would show you that what is the definitions of bad parenting. Okay, now in these moments here I would mention that what is the definitions of bad parenting. Well, definitions of bad parenting is here Father Gal Gadot contains empathy to her daughters. Even daughters cannot solve the math questions to solve the value of x, where the equation is 5 to the power 6 to the power square root x. Enter sum by square root of bracket of negative 1 multiplied by positive 5 to the power 6 to the power square root x. Enter bracket close equal to 7 to the power 8 to the power 9. Here daughter could not solve the exams, but still father contains sympathy of her daughters, and here Father treat daughters like a princess. This is the definitions of bad parenting. Okay, because the mathematical questions I have mentioned, that is first standard mathematical questions of the mathematical exams of first standards. Okay, now here we can see these moments. First standard mathematical exams we can see, if you cannot get solve this question that was from first standard mathematical exams, then you cannot be analytical even in arts stream. You cannot be analytical. Here we can see the points. You cannot be law students. You cannot be geographical researcher students. You cannot be historical students. It is the points, the moments. In the short statements, you cannot be analytical as students if you are not getting 100% marks in the mathematical exams of the first standards, where mathematical question is what is the value of x from 5 to the square root of 5 to the power 6 to the power square root x equal to 7 to the power 8 to the power 9, 7 to the power 8 to the power 9. These levels of questions you cannot solve in class 1, then you cannot be analytical art students. And here analysis is the significantly necessity in science stream. Well, in every stream, analysis is necessary. And in this point, bad parenting is to support the daughters who cannot solve this level of mathematical questions. Yes, and here at least the daughters is trying, and father is proud of her daughters because daughter could not solve the mathematical questions of class 1, I mean first standard mathematical exams. Yes. Now, according here is my question to Divija Bhasin. Is it not bad parenting? Then what is the definitions of bad parenting according with Divija Bhasin? I contains a questions. Okay. And now here is the moments. Now why I am saying the here bad parenting questions? Now here is my significant logical answers at the points. Okay. Now here we can see this times, and now here is the journey. Okay. Just wait and watch. Well, now it is another short from YouTube Israel, and here the person name is Professor John. Okay, something is wrong with the David test answers. Well, David is a school student of Professor John's. Okay, now let's check it. Here name is David. Teacher, Mr. John. What is the opposite of publics? Well, peace of David answered is peace of minds. What is synonyms of hell? That is group projects. Okay. And now let's check it the moments. As I am a school student of 3 years of, I apologize, I am school students of third standards or I am school students of second standards, we know that what is the synonym of hell. Okay, the synonym of hell is a place of eternal punishment, eternal punishment place of or eternal sorrow place. That is the synonym of hell. Here I can understand. Okay, now here we can see this one. On the other hand, what is the opposite of publics? The opposite of public is private or schedules. Now here we can see this point. The opposite of public is private. Now, or we can say opposite of private, opposite of public is secrets. That is the simple answer. Well, but in this simple answers, when we can see the moments, here is the notifiers at the points. Now let's take it. What is David answers? When the correct answer of the questions is secret, where question was what is opposite of publics? Here David's answer is peace of minds. Okay. Now here is my question that when peace of minds became the opposite of publics, that is the significant problematic moments. And in these points, here we can get the point. Here is my point that what is the definitions of good parenting? Well, here we can say the definitions of gentle parenting is beat son with bamboo sticks with an angular velocity of 7,800,000,000 degree per second is the good parenting. Hence, when David answer is peace of mind, where question is what is the opposite of publics. Okay. Now here we can see this moment. Here it is the first of the points. Well, now here second is what is the opposite of, and I apologize, what is the synonym of health, where question is that when what is the good definitions of good parenting? Definitions of good parenting is beating a son with the angular sword, I mean a plastic sword, with the velocity of 7,800,000,000 degree per second. Hence, because son's answer is here, group project is synonym of health. And here that is the momentum at the points. Because son David could not answer the basic questions of the second standard school test or first standard school test. And in this moment, at the points, here is clear the 6 years age son David cannot be knowledgeable in arts stream. Well, and we have to forget about science streams in the momentum. Okay. Now let's check it the moments. What is going on? Okay. Here we can see this momentums, but I have to mention this. But our honorable Divija Bhasin say, what is the statement of our honorable Divija Bhasin? Well, our honorable Divija Bhasin mentions that here, if David answer is peace of mind is opposite of publics, we father cannot beat son David hit. Well, because accordance with Divija Bhasin, it is bad parenting. Well, when the David's son David's answer is group project, where question was what is the synonym of health? Now here accordance with Divija Bhasin, here the bad parenting is the father would hit son David with the angular velocity of uh, 7 billion 734 million 912,000 degree per second of angular plus velocity of plastic sword, or that is bad parenting for Divija Bhasin. And here my question here it is the simple questions from me to Divija Bhasin, that what is gentle parenting, what is the definitions of gentle parenting accordance with Divija Bhasin. Here is my questions. Okay, now here we can see these moments. We can see the moments come at once. What is here we can see this, what is speed of sound, I mean what is the velocity of sound. One, let's check what is David answers. David answer is my heart rate seeing presentations. Well, my heart rate seeing presentations. Okay, now let's check it the moments. Okay, now here we can see these points. Now here we know that here we know that what is the velocity of sound. That is in 0 degrees the velocity of sound is almost 332 meter per second. It is the velocity of sound. And now let's check it the moments. But 6 years age David answer is my heart rates when I can see presentations. That is the answer of David's. Okay. Now here we can see what is difference between me versus Divija Bhasin. Accordance with me, the definitions of gentle parenting is the father can hit David, where David age is 6 years old age, and the beating weapon is plastic sword with the velocity of 7 billion 800 million degree per second. Or perfectly I would say, when the father beat son David with a bamboo stick with the velocity of 7 billion 734 million 912,000 degree per second, where David is with the age of 6 years. That is the definition of gentle parenting accordance with me. But What is the definition of gentle parenting accordance with Divija Bhasin's? Here, gentle parenting accordance with Divija Bhasin is here father cannot beat son David at the age of 6 years. Now here we can see what is the crimes of David. The crimes of David is his answer is my heartbeat when I can see presentations is the answer of David. Where question is what is the velocity of sound? Well, the velocity and the right answer was the velocity of sound to be 332 meter per second. That means it is the symbol at the points. 6-year age son David cannot be analytical in even arts stream. Well, I did not mention about the physics and chemistry at the moment. Okay. Now here we can see that is the moments as the points. Well, now what is the definition of bad parenting to me? Here, when father contains empathy to his son David, because David is trying to answer the questions of question to be the velocity of sound. It does not matter if answer would be right or wrong. That is the bad parenting accordance with me. Now, what is the bad parenting accordance with Divija Bhasin? Here, accordance with Divija Bhasin, the bad parenting is father can beat son with the bamboo stick with angular velocity of 2 billion degree per second. And that is the definition of bad parenting accordance with Divija Bhasin. Well, and now here is the significant points, and we are scared about the new definitions of bad parenting from Divija Bhasin. And now here is the significant wrong with her. Okay. Now let's check it. Okay. Now why I am closing it? Well. Now let's check it. What is the points? And here we can see the new points is significance. Okay. Well, where is the exit? I don't know the answers. Okay. Wait. Now let's check it. Define gravity. Question is define gravity. Now let's check it. What is the David answer? The weight of everyone looking. Okay. Now here we can see these points. Now let's check it. What is here definitions of gravity? Here actually the definitions of gravity is a system where two planets on the sky. Just for a moment. Okay, what about? Okay. Now here we can see this. I I apologize. I have interrupt for 30 seconds. Okay. Now, what is the defense of gravity? Here, defense of gravity is the attraction systems where two objects on space are attracting each other to near. And here we can see this more points. Here is an object in space. Here is another object in space. When two objects would attract each other, that in the scientifically, that is the definitions of gravity. Okay. Now, here I human is an object in the space, and here Earth is another object in the space. When at the Earth planet is attracting me with the velocity of 9.8 meter per second. That is the definition of gravity at the moment. Well, but what is the answer of David's? Where question is divine gravity. Well, the answer of David is well. I was flirting the several girl. That is the definition of gravity. That is the answer of David with the age of 6 years. Okay. Now here is the moments I would mention. What is the definitions of gentle parenting? In this circumstance, definitions of gentle parenting is, well, here we can say the definition of gentle parenting is here, father can hit son David with the bamboo stick with the angular velocity of 7,734,912 degree per second. Yes. Where son David is 6 years age. And what is the cause? The cause is simple. Son David's answer is I am romancing with several girls. Where question is what is the definition of gravity? According with me, it is the definition of gentle parenting. But according with Divija Bhasin, it is the definitions of bad parenting. Okay. Now here we can see the points. According with me, what is the definition of bad parenting? Well, here father contains empathy on son David, where son's age is 6 years of age. It does not matter that son David's answer would be flirt romance with several girls. Where question is what is the definition of scientific gravity? And now it is this level of the points, but it is the definition of bad parenting according with me. But according with Divija Bhasin, it is a gentle parenting. Well, and now here is the significant concerns at the momentums we could point notifies. Well, today's topic is what is the definition, what is the difference between gentle parenting versus bad parenting. Okay. Now here we can see this momentums at the points. Okay. Now let's check it. Okay, now here we can see what's going on. Well, what is the here question is what is the synonyms of safe? Okay. Well, accordance with the answer of David, noise cancelling headphone is the synonym of safe. Okay. Now here we can see these moments, and now it is the points. Noise cancellations is of headphones is synonym of safe accordance with son David with the age of 6 years. Well, when I was a girl with the age of 6 years, I know that what is the synonym of safe. The synonym of safe is protected. And now here we can see these moments. Well, now here I can explain that what is the real definition of gentle parenting versus what is the definition of gentle parenting accordance with Divija Bhasin. And now let's get the moments at the points. Okay, now here we can see this journey of the points to be noticed. Now here I back to my story fathers. Well, okay, now here we can see. Well, just wait and watch. Well, and now here we can see these points. Father Gal Gadot daughters get 32% marks in exam of class 1 mathematics. Okay, what is the questions of that? Here Gal Gadot provide 5,000 United States dollars as a tip and she received 50,005,000 United States dollars as payment at the combination of principal and interest in 10 minutes. What is the interest rate per minute? Here we can see the points. Okay. Now let's check it the moments. Oh. What is expected solutions? Well, here principal is 5,000 United States dollars. Capital is 50,005,000 United States dollars. Time is 10 minutes. And state interest rate per minute is what? Okay. Now, as an equation of state interest rate per minute, here we know the equation is capital is equal to principal multiplied by bracket of 1 sum by bracket of interest rate multiplied by time double bracket close. Okay. And now let's check it. At the second lines here we can see 1 sum by bracket of interest rate multiplied by time bracket close is equal to capital divided by principals. Okay. Now let's check the points. Interest rate multiplied by time is equal to bracket of capital divided by principal bracket close subtract by 1. Okay. Now what is the interest rate? Interest rate is equal to double bracket of capital divided by principal bracket close subtract by 1 bracket close divided by times. And here is the moments. Let's check the calculations. 50,005,000 divided by 5,000 is 1,001. I think one. I mean 10,000. It would be 10,000 once. Okay. Well, 1,000, 10,000 once. And 10,000 once subtracted by 1 is 10,000. Now let's check it. What is 10,000 divided by tens? That is 1,000. That means here we can say the interest rate is 100,000% interest rate per minute. Well, it is the expectations of the calculations of money interest. Now let's check it. What is the realities? Okay. Now here we can see these moments. The reality is, dear the answer of Gal Gadot's daughters, dear mathematical madams, I am not supposed to answer the money interest question because it is haram in Islam. Okay. Now here is my points, that what is the definitions of gentle parenting versus what is the definition of bad parenting. And here I would mention that what is the difference between me versus Divija Bhasin, and when I can say that what is the definition of gentle parenting versus what is the definition of bad parenting. Okay. Now here we can see my definition is a misogynist definition of gentle parenting, and Divija Bhasin's definition is feminist definitions of gentle parenting. Okay. Now here we can see when the concept is here, Father Gal Gadot's daughter who did not answer of the mathematical questions. The mathematical question is here, what is the value of interest rate per minute, where father provide loan debt of 5,000 United States dollars and receive 50 million 5,000 United States dollars in 10 minutes as a combination of principal and interest. Yes, that was the mathematical question is class 1 mathematics. And here the points, but daughter did not answer the questions. Hence, what is the definitions of gentle parenting as in accordance with misogyny? The misogynist definition of gentle parenting is here, Father Gal Gadot would beat her daughters with plus bamboo stick with the angular velocity of 8 billion 594 million 346,828 degree per second. Well, I think it is the best definition of gentle parenting, and because it is the misogynist definitions. But now here we can see the what is the definitions of gentle parenting accordance with Divija Bhasin. Well, according with Divija Bhasin, the definitions of gentle parenting is here, daughter did not want to answer the questions of money interest mathematics because money interest is haram in Islam, and in this answer of daughters, Father Gal Gadot contains empathy on her daughters, and Father Gal Gadot said that I am proud of my daughters because my daughter is against money interest mathematics. And here it is the gentle parenting accordance with Divija Bhasin, but in the observations we can say what is the definition of gentle parenting accordance with Divija Bhasin. That is actually the definition of bad parenting accordance with misogyny. Okay, the what is the bad parenting definitions? What is definitions of bad parenting accordance with misogyny is definitions of gentle parenting accordance with the statement of Divija Bhasin. Okay. Now, and here is the significant points, and that is the momentum as we could see. Now, what is the affections of gentle parenting accordance with Divija Bhasin? When the effects of gentle parenting defined by Divija Bhasin is here Father Galgado's daughter would not be analytical in arts stream, and here she would not be analytical in commerce stream. And here I did not mention about scientific stream at the points. Well. Now here is the significant momentums. Well, in the accordance with the basic science, here I would explain the misogynistic definitions of gentle parenting when Father Galgado's daughter did not want to answer the money interest mathematics. Okay. And here we can see that is the points. Well, I think here we can notify at the moments. Well, and now here we can see this journey at the times where Father Galgado's gentle parenting to her daughters. Here plastic sword weight is 0.5 kilograms. Here velocity is 299,999 kilometers, 999 meters, 941 millimeter per seconds. Well, what is the statistic energy of plastic swords? That is, we have mentioned 4.5 multiplied by 10 to the power 16. Okay. And now, here is the moments when plastic sword linear velocity is 299,999 kilometers, 999 meters, 941 millimeter per seconds. Here, what is the value of lambda subtract by 1? And here we can see lambda subtract by 1 is 50,000. Hence, here we can see the kinetic energies of plastic swords would be with the calculations of 4.5 multiplied by 10 to the power 16 enter multiplied by 50,000. That is almost 22.5 multiplied by 10 to the power 20 joules. Okay. And now let's check at the moments. Okay. Now here we could see these points. What is the plastic sword length? That is 2 meters. Well, angular velocity is almost 149,000. I apologize. 149,999,999.9705 radius per second. And here we can mention that 8,594,346,828 degree per seconds. Okay. Now it is the gentle definitions of gentle parenting accordance with me. Well, and now let's check it. Accordance, accordance with misogyny, what is bad parenting? Here, bad parenting is when, with the statement of father calculate to her daughters that, dear daughters, I contest empathy for you, even you did not try to solve the money interest mathematics. At least you are trying to mention your points to say no to money interest because we are Muslims and accordance with Islam, money interest is haram. You are the best Muslim girl of the world. The pro-usury mathematical teachers should be eliminated. Okay. Now here we can see, I am proud father to contest a best daughter like you. I would buy a baby doll for you where your baby doll would be Barbie girl. Okay. Now here we can see what's going on the points. Okay. Now let's check it the momentums at points to be notified. Okay. Well, this is the treatment for daughter from Father Gadot. If Gal Gadot want to contest bad parenting to her daughters when daughter could not answer, daughter did not support money interest mathematics, and that is the points we can notify. Okay, and now let's check it the momentums. Now let's check the real cases. Okay, now here we can see these moments. Here I got some Bengali videos. Here we did not fail. We are forced to fail. SSC result 2025. It is the Bengali. It is here Bengali students' points. What is? It is the affections of bad parenting. Oh, I apologize. It is the affections of gentle parenting accordance with the statements of Divija Bhasin. It is the affections of parenting that is mentioned as gentle parenting by the statement of Divija Bhasin. Okay, and now let's take it the moments. Okay, now here we could see the ones. Well, what is the Divija Bhasin's so-called gentle parenting points? Here we can see these moments. Well, these Bangladeshi girls is failed in 12 course of the ACC exam in Bangladesh. Here, but now she is too arrogant. Well, it is an affection of a sort of parenting that Divija Bhasin state gentle parenting. Okay, and now here we can see that is the moments. Here I mentions the real life examples at the points. Okay, now let's take it. I would contain the several momentums. Well, now here we can see what. Now here we can see the points. When my daughters would not want to answer money interest mathematics in the cause of in the religious purpose, here accordance with the real definitions of gentle parenting, I contest accountability to beat my daughters with bamboo stick with the angular velocity of 8,594,346,828 degree per second. It is the definitions of gender parenting. And now, here we can see the points. Oh, I forgot about the disclaimers. Here the disclaimer is clear. Here this disclaimer is here according here we can see when children in the story where children did not perform well at the age of 6 years, when children did not want to answer the proper mathematics of first standard, here to promote empathy for children is the violations of YouTube guidelines. And these disclaimers I have forgot to mention. Now see you then. Khuda Hafiz. Love you.